Hello, world. Hello, beautiful people. Hello, Team Cat Mojo, and welcome to Live from the Cat Cave. We need theme music. Or at least one of those like Johnny Carson, and here's. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, welcome, you guys. Let me see who's here. There's a lot of you guys here already. Good to see. And great to be seen. It is a freaking cold snap that we got going on here in Los Angeles. I know. I'm about to hear from Minnesota any second now about how I've got it made, and it's still Los Angeles. And I got to tell you, the whole thing about like you developing thin skin is actually a thing. Because look, I'm from New York City. For those of you who don't know, spent many years in the Midwest and in Colorado. I know from winter, believe me. And then combination of things happened. I lost a lot of weight, and lost my layer of warmth. And I got to Los Angeles and lived right by the ocean for a number of years, and it was cold, man. It was cold. So I wore a hat all the time. I'm not wearing a hat today because I'm indoors. I'm in the cave, but it is. I mean, last night it was see your breath weather here in Los Angeles, and um, yeah, the poor feral cats, man. But we'll talk later about the ferals in your neighborhood and what you can do to help them out. Mm. Don't forget, you guys, in an hour, less than an hour, at noon, with noon Pacific Daylight Time, um, we will be premiering that video that you see up in your corner there. You're doing Christmas all wrong. That's true. You are. Maybe you're not. Last time on our last stream, actually, this is interesting. On our last stream, I don't remember the cat mystery. Yes, we were talking to. What's up, Gay Ellis in New Zealand? I am a huge, big fan of your neck of the woods. I love New Zealand so very much, and I can't wait to come back to you. And why don't I say hi to a few other people before I start going? See your breath weather, says DB. It's true. And boiling hot Cape Town, Michelle. I know. See, I knew it as soon as I said it. You guys would. Straightforward says keto will make you cold. That's a good name for a book right there. Keto will make you cold. Um, what else we got? What's up, Terry the Jewish cat? And anyway, so yeah, and look, there's Karina in Denmark. There's a lot of ooh, hey, Cake Reed. Scotland must be cold and wet, I would imagine. Yes, as you guys know, I am neck deep in The Crown. I can't stop. I can't stop.
Are you still in the first season?
No, I'm on the third season, and it's a real controversy because, let me get back to that. Cat mystery. So anyway, I forgot her name already, but Anne Marie. Anne Marie from Minnesota was telling me, she called in, was telling me about the cat mystery, and I loved that so much that I broke into this video and put in a little selfie of me talking about her and the cat mystery. From the stream. So you never know, you guys. You may wind up in one of these videos if you say something as incredibly wise as she did. And there's Switzerland raisin myrtle from Switzerland, and we have Rachel in Littleborn, Missouri. Anyway, I was talking about Scotland, and Michigan, and Ohio, and Alberta. Damn, Alberta. Cynthia, I feel you, man. Alberta's got to be pretty bad. Marisol in Argentina. Now, I would imagine in Argentina right now, isn't it kind of summery? Marisol, you tell me. UK is freezing. Okay, so Ireland. So we have LPS Spades. LPs Spades? Anyway, from Ireland. Pammy from the UK. So, anyway, so I was watching The Crown. And every scene they have in Scotland, it was Prince Philip when he was a kid having to go to that school where everything was just wet and cold. It paints a picture of Scotland that we all have seen before, but right now I would think in the middle of winter that Scotland's got it.
And tough
I know. Yeah, the Scots, you guys are tough. But anyway, now back to The Crown. The thing is that they switched up the lead. So the third season, all of a sudden we have lost the lead. Her name is escaping me right now. It'll come back to me. But now the queen is now Olivia Colman, who is a fabulous actress. But no, it's not working. It's not working. Yeah, it took the show in a because also as the queen gets older, she also gets a little more, dare I say, stodgy, and we lose some of. It's a good word, right? And anyway, let me get back to you guys. And let's see here. Who else we got? Alex in North Carolina. We got Alexis from Ohio. We got Eric from Charlotte. 53 in Charlotte. I mean, during the daytime, that's pretty cold, man. And Anki in Sweden is like, listen, you can take your Charlotte and you can take your Los Angeles, you know. Michelle, Olivia, thank you, Michelle. She gave me a clue and I got it. Olivia Foy. No, Olivia. No, Olivia. No, no. God, no. What is her first name? Foy. Olivia Newton-John. No, but no, Foy. What is her name? You guys. The Queen. Oh God.
I'm pulling it up.
Yeah. Well, someone here will definitely know.
Claire Foy?
Claire. There she is.
That
Claire
it?
Foy, who is, let me just say, an unbelievable actress. She's just incredible. There she is. Stephanie just chimed in. Um, yeah, no, she's incredible, and so is Olivia Colman. It's just that here come all the Claires, Catherine Le Maison, and Navar, and yeah. No, I got you guys. I got you. But anyway, look, here's our first. Can we start talking about cats, you guys?
Yeah.
Let's start doing that. Enough of this crown nonsense. Someone just asked me about the best diet for cats. And I guess we started talking about keto, and all of a sudden we're talking about cats. And Joe says she sees a kitty in the background. No, that's a big kitty back there. Mushka, what are you doing? I gave you something to eat. Anyway, that's not a cat. Although I'm sure there are plenty of cats. Oh, you're talking about that guy right there, my little tiger. And anyway, no, Karina, very perceptive. No, that's not Pasha. This back here is Mushka, who is standing in front of our little space heater going, oh my God, this is so good. That's Mushka. You'll meet her again. Mushi, come here. Let me see if I can get you over here. Nope. Mushka just found a greenie and she's done. But Mushka is one of our other dogs. She is now 12 years old, and I will find a picture of her during one of our breaks that you have got to see. Now, I wasn't around when my wife adopted her from South Central shelter at 8 weeks old. 8 weeks, and she was just telling the story the other night, but she is amazing. Anyway, you'll get to meet her in just a little bit, you guys.
Speaking of pet pics, we want to
Pet
go do
pics.
some pet pics.
Yeah, let's go take a look at some pet pics. So you guys, we'll get back to the diet thing. I promise you. We will get back to. So I want to take a look at. So here's how it works. Will you just take everyone through Discord just for a second? Let's start with Discord.
Yeah, so Discord is a community channel. This is
Oh
Taylor.
wait, who are you?
Yeah, hi. Taylor, the producer here for the live stream. The Discord is a chatting, sharing channel that we're sharing photos and nicknames, and we've got the YouTube transcription crew on there to help out with transcriptions if anybody's interested in that. I'm going to put a link in the description in the chat right now. The link to the Discord is also in the description. So if you'd like to join, please do. We'll be talking on there. And also, I'm randomly choosing people to chat live with Jackson over the phone or with video. So you could find yourself chatting with Jackson here today.
There you have it. There you have it. Michelle says hi, by the way.
Oh, hi.
And so does Damn It Jenna.
Hi, guys.
Damn it, Jenna. We love you here, Damn It, Jenna. Damn It, Jenna is one of our major moderators, and she's also doing transcription, isn't she? Or was she not?
Not yet.
Well, you know, you guys. By the way, transcription. We had gotten some feedback from our hearing impaired audience about how it sucks that the videos don't have subtitles, and if they do, which they're auto generated by by YouTube or Facebook or whatever, they usually suck themselves. Hey, no knock against the auto translate. Thank God it's there. But man, when you're this guy and you're making up words all the time and you're talking real fast, then there's not an auto in the world that's going to keep up. So thank you guys for volunteering. And as Taylor said, if you want to volunteer, just go on over to Discord and you see the link right there, the Stream Elements comment right there.
Turning
And
up my volume, I could see that. Yeah, they can't hear me as well, so I'm just turning that up. But
oh,
yeah,
you got
hopefully
okay.
this is better there.
There we go.
Yeah, basically join the Discord and check it out. Just take a look around.
And all you got to do is you got to download the app, right? Or
no app. You don't
no
have to
app.
download, just make an
Look
account.
at Jackson
You
here.
can use it in your browser. I think on mobile it might ask you to,
Yeah.
but you don't have to. But mobile is easy.
It's
to download the
amazing
app.
though, you guys. I mean, as we're finding out, when Taylor started this whole thing, it pretty immediately we started forming a real community in there, and that way, yeah, Jane, we got you. Okay, let me just make sure. Taylor, talk again. Let's make sure everybody can hear you now.
Yeah, how is this level? And I'll also jump in here to say the disclaimer about questions and advice in the in the
Please,
Discord.
you guys,
in the
I
Discord.
promise you, if you ask questions that you want specific answers for about your cat in Discord, you're not going to get an answer. I just, that one I can tell you. You know how much I love you. You know how hard I work for you guys and your cats, but I can't. I can't, because the only way that I know how to work with your cat is to come to your house. Which, hey, you never know. But in the meantime,
Cool. Well, let's go through some of these photos. You can
yeah.
check
Oh,
out
sorry.
some
So
of
these are photos that were put into our pet
Mhm.
pics area. So wait. Go back to the first one. So that's Sam having a good old time. I don't know if Sam is the woman or the cat. Thor in the laundry, and that comes from Panther and Thor. This is from Crystal Rain. Panther and Thor doing a pose, kind of. There's from Sam again. Oh, look, there's Dan and Jenna's 4 kids. Let's take a look here. Cinder, Gemma, Aria, and what was that last name?
Tabitha or
No, it's Trouble.
Trouble.
Trouble. That looks like Trouble. Hold on, wait. Let's stay there with Jenna's thing for a second. Jenna, I think you need a better picture of Cinder. I'm just saying. Because right now, Cinder looks like Poltergeist, and I'm sure that Cinder is a very sweet cat, but there's something about flashbulb eye that brings out the worst in cats, or their perception. But Trouble is amazingly cute as well. Crafty Raven. That's that new playmat. I've heard pretty good things about that thing. It's really cool. You just form it in whatever shape you want, and your cats can play with it that way. Some more. Now, you guys also, yeah, and there's Taylor's message to you guys. Let's see some more. Now, also, now here's the thing. You guys know that in our videos, not so much the video this week, because I didn't have a whole lot of Christmas footage from you guys, but I'd love to have it. Well, great example. So this week's, oh my God, will you stop? Hold on a second. That is too much. But see, you just kicked in my ADD. Now, hold on. Let's go back to the cat herder. Wait, I just got to see this. Starbuck kicking it on Mage's back as he has his breakfast, as Mage has his breakfast. Is that? I see furniture in the back there. This is like somebody's house. And they got, and I don't know what that is. That's a mini horse. Did she give any background? See, here's what I was about to ask. When you guys send in these pics, give us a little backstory. Let us know what the hell's going on. Because cat herder, where are you, cat herder?
Yeah, I'm looking, and they're not online. Whoever.
They're not online. Well, we are going to send a little message to cat herder. Maybe we'll get her on next week.
Yeah.
Because that picture needs some splaining. There's some stuff that we need to find. Kimmy Kiwakaji. Kiwakaji. Thank you for being a super chatter. And let's just keep that in the, oh my God, my ADD right now. Okay, here we go. Now listen, the videos feature your videos. I want those because there's nothing I want more in the world than this, by the way. You guys coming in here, us talking, me being able to help you guys with your cats, and also just having a good time with you. But I want the world to see your videos and your pictures, by the way. So, but right now, more videos because I can put them out on our videos. Anywho, if you go to jacksongalaxy.com/submit, as Taylor is going to bring up that link one more time, there it is. You can share with the world. It's very, very simple to upload your videos. So please join us, okay? In the meantime, let's go back to the pics. Okay, wait, but okay, so we're going to find out more about Mage and Starbuck. Tortitude, 15-and-a-half-year-old sweet baby possum, Debbie Wells. It looks like an orca, as they're clearing, they're coming up to just, yeah. And who else we got? Let's see here. There's 3-year-old Tolly. Oh, so she's, so Debbie Wells is into the torties. Cool.
Back to Starbucks.
There we're back to. Oh, I see how this works. So people post, and then there's people.
They can chat about it.
Then they're chatting about it. You see, you kids and your technology, straightforward. Oh, sorry. That is so sweet. Yeah. And that reminds me, you guys. Let's go back to that picture for a second. That reminds me, you guys. If you have a window, you should have a cat in the window. There's no reason why you can't do something like, take a look at what Straightforward here did. There's pillows in front of the windowsill, but it's a nice secure screen. You get things, it's actually called pet screening. You get pet screening, which is just tougher than regular screens, and it will hold most cats in there. But cats need that sunlight. They rely on it really to help them, just as we do, to help them regulate their circadian rhythm. Groovy. That's great. You have a pen? Oh, you got a pen. Hold on. Sorry, you guys. I just had an idea for something new. Okay. Anyway, Taylor Audio Echo says, fixing that now. Got it. There's Peter, who says he's from Denver, and he and his orange cat love our channel. Thank you, Peter. Cat Herder is back with Jaesum, a true bodhisattva. And you know what? I'm with you. I can tell. Well, I just want to know what's going on in Cat Herder's home. Every time I look, and there's the background there. Look, that is all part of the same home. She's got. Is that a wolf? Or is that an Irish wolfhound?
That looks like a.
She's got an Irish wolfhound back there too, which
pony.
Is bigger than the mini horse. You've got a cat sitting on a mini horse, which is smaller than the dog that's standing next to her, and they're all in the damn house, and I have to know what's going on. I am not going to be able to last until next week. That picture by itself is going to kill me. I don't. What did Damn Jenna say? Yes, you're right, Jenna. You're right. Okay, so we will. All right, so Violet sleeps. This is also Cat Herder. I would assume with the name Cat Herder, you've got a few. KNDR, my copycats this morning. That's so sweet. Oh, right. Willow. Oh, wow. Wayo, admiring her handiwork. Okay, so Cat Herder, pet screening. Wow. Cleo Armada. And, oh, God, how sweet. Look at that from Megan.
Oh, that's who you talked to last week. That was
Megan?
That's
Is that Megan who did the move?
Mm-hmm.
So those are her cats from the move.
Yep.
Oh, my God, that's so sweet.
So
If you guys don't, if you weren't here last week or on Facebook last week, this is Megan who, this is what, you guys, this is how much I love this. So Megan writes in, and in the text, and she says, my cats are freaking out. I'm freaking out. I have to move today. I'm moving today, and everyone's freaking out. And that is an incredibly stressful moment. As I said last week, it's proven to be the second most stressful thing in a human life outside of a death in the family. Right? So I get to have Megan, Taylor gets her on what's it called? Audio chat. And me and her talk through the move, what I can do to help her out and her cats. And look at them. Those are the cats. And I got to say, that's probably even right after the move or right before the move. You can see in the background there, it's just mayhem. But unless Megan is just a slob, which I don't think. I ain't calling her out. I'm saying that she's not one. Let's see here. Okay, moving on. Bambi Purr playing with her toy, and Princess Smudge with her brush. Hey, man, if there's one way to learn how to like brushing, I mean, she's all cuddled up to that brush. Evil Wench says, "This is my sweet boy Neji. He climbed into my travel pillow and got cozy." Who's that? And there he is looking a little spoopy. Yeah, okay, he's a little spoopy. Pet Magnet. Someone's watching me. You know what they used to call it? There was a little fad, a little meme fad, but this was like 20 years ago, where it was I think it was called Ceiling Kitty, and Ceiling Kitty was this picture of this cat who somehow was in the ceiling and poking his head down and looking like that out of the ceiling, and
Oh yeah, I know. I know.
and right, and
Yeah,
that became a thing, and that looks a little Ceiling Kitty-ish to me. Okay, C Lynch, and there's Piper's Fun with my sweet baby Daisy. Daisy is sweet. What a cutie. All right, let's move back, and then I want to just see Cake Reed right there. Let's go down one more picture. Cake Reed, that's from today. We'll come back to you guys. Please send in pictures. We'll get back to that because I wanted to talk about what's up here. Now I'd like to go to our super chatters real fast. So we have so today we have Rachel Callejas Wells is saying hi, and Cat Daddy dealing with people that prefer cats to be extinct. On your Thanksgiving message, I was told feral cats are better off dead and TNR is a bad thing. Right. I'm not sure, Rachel, what's going on. Yes, I might have said that on my Thanksgiving message. What I was trying to say was that I was thankful for a growing part of the population that is so empathetic and so much into saving animals. And I have so much hope that, based on what I've seen and heard, that that population is going to outnumber the ones who don't care. And I think what Rachel is saying is that she has heard that feral cats are better off dead and TNR is a bad thing. We hear that all the time. We have to fight that all the time. But I got to say, less than we used to, for sure. For sure. I mean, I mean, even 10 years ago, um, I think that the messaging of, do you love this cat, the one that's in your lap? Sure, I do. Do you love the one that you see every day outside your front door or under your car? Yeah, I love him. His name is George. Okay, well, if you care about George, what are you going to do? Well, you're going to trap him, neuter him, put him back out there, make sure he's okay, give him a warm place in the winter. He's your cat too. You just express it in a different way. That message, I believe, is really catching on in a great way. So thank you, Rachel. Kimmy Kiwakaji. God, Kimmy, my Japanese is just horrible. Kiwakaji, which I believe is Japanese. Anyway, Jackson, I just rescued a kitten that I found in a dumpster a week ago. He's still pretty scared of us. How can I help him be more comfortable with us? So, Kimmy, if you are here, do me a favor. Can we do video on Discord? Do me a favor, go on into the room where he is, and just shoot me a little video of him if you can.
Oh well, no, we have to do live video.
You have to do live.
Unless they send.
If Kimmy wants to try it, I'm down. Walk me around the room real fast. Kimmy, if you're up for it, hit Taylor up. And Lacey Watson, my Cleo is a cat from heaven. Can a purr lower heart rate? Yes, it will lower heart rate. That is proven. That actually touching an animal, cat, dog, or, whatever, or whatever that mini horse was in that picture, touching an animal will lower your blood pressure. That is fact. That is scientific fact. So that means get some in your life. Almost as good as baby aspirin. Anyway, let's see. I want to see what you guys are talking about right now. Oh, we're going all feral catty, aren't we? That's fantastic. Jenna says, of course, feral cats absolutely must be saved. Um, let's see here. I got some love from Poland. Kasia, good to talk to you today. Um, so yeah, by the way, let's talk about that really quickly. So Taylor is dragging my ass into the 21st century. And right now, part of that, Discord is part of that. This is part of that. Twitch is our next part of that. Last week on Facebook, we were talking about Twitch. And would you guys follow me over there and check out some live stuff from there? Uh, so I put that to you today. If you don't know what Twitch is, I don't blame you, because if you're of a certain age, like this guy, you might not have ever heard of this or the TikToks of the world or whatever. But I'm going to drag you into the 21st century too. Twitch is more of a streaming platform. Of course, it started as sort of a gaming platform, but it's starting to really bloom into other things. And Amazon bought Twitch, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Amazon owns Twitch.
So with that, we have more.
So if you have
funds.
Amazon Prime, there's a whole benefit to
Oh,
that
really?
that they can use on Twitch, and they get free stuff within your stream using their own Prime account,
There
which
you
costs
go.
no more. It's included with Prime.
Okay. Anyway, so Twitch is much more responsive for us, so we can do a lot more on Twitch. We can, in terms of what you guys can experience with me, the interactivity of it all, it really, we can do a whole lot more over there. I just want to make sure that you guys are willing to try it. So if you take a look at what's going on here now, Taylor just put up a little thing here. There's the thing about my new Twitch account. So think about it. Head on over there. Take a look. Because I can spend a lot of time on there with you guys, which I really love to do. We will do it more often, you know? So
A lot of people saying they have Prime, of course. Yeah.
why not, man? Why not? Okay, so yeah.
Go follow.
Go.
Follow the account.
Yes. So go to Twitch, get yourself an account, follow me, and we are going to try things. In fact, we may just try something maybe even today. We'll see. If enough of you guys sign up, I may sign off of here and sign on to there. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Okay. Epi, downloading that Twitch, man. Bob just followed me on Twitch. Great, here we go. You guys are the first wave of Twitchers. Good. Hey, man, let's see what happens here. Okay. Now, I want to address something really quickly because I'm seeing this come up, and it's about adopting feral cats. It's a very touchy subject, and so I want to get into it a little bit. Not a whole lot of it, but a little bit. I'm not personally a huge fan of, especially if they're feral, okay? There is feral cats that, or community cats that are more social, that, you know, we know over time can become social enough to be part of the family. You'll know pretty quickly if that's not the case. And if at all possible, look at Stormy. Stormy Skies, I can tame a wild wolf. Ugh. You have to honor the critter's boundaries. Okay, but you have to honor the animal. Honoring a feral cat, again, my opinion, and I am sure we'll see a lot more opinions pop up here, but my opinion is we are drowning in kittens and cats that are social and need homes. They are dying, lots of them, in shelters and on the street. These are cats that want to be in your home, right? So I say, let's think of those guys first. And the guys that don't really want anything to do with you, we honor their boundaries, as Stormy said, and we do TNR. And we monitor them, as I was saying before, and we give them warm places to live, and we feed them, and we look out for goopy eyes and rotting teeth, and you know, that kind of thing. We care for them in that way, and we adopt the ones who want to be in our homes so badly. That's my take, okay? And I'm sure I'm going to hear a bunch from you guys. So, anyway, oh boy, we're all talking about Twitch. We started something. Okay. Okay, so already we're seeing. I know, Psycho Demon Moth. Listen, I'm not here to spread bad news. What I am here to do, however, is let you guys know what you can do. Because let me tell you something. When it comes to animals dying in shelters, we are in a good place. You guys got to take my word for it. You're talking to somebody who has been in the animal welfare world, started working in an animal shelter in 1992, and I've never left that world. So you can trust me when I tell you that we are a different society altogether. We are looking at animals like family members and not like suitcases we can throw away. You have to trust me, which means that back then, okay, I'm just going to give you the facts, but I'm giving you the facts so that you can appreciate where we're at right now and where we can get to. We were, on average, back in 1992, killing between 12 and 14 million cats and dogs a year in shelters alone. We are now under a million in the U.S. Under a million. We didn't even think we were, honestly, in our lifetime, would ever get there. And look at where we're at. And what I'm trying to say is we can get to that promised land, knock on wood, in our lifetimes. In fact, I think we can get there in the next 10 years. We have to step up, but I promise the people on this thread are stepping up. It's your friends and family we want to get to as well, get everybody to adopt a cat. But anyway, I know we're talking about we're talking about Twitch, and we're also talking about ferals. I'm not saying, by the way, that you can't trap a feral and in the process of TNR, you find out they're tame. That happens all the time. Just ask anybody who traps. But I'm saying the ones that you'll know them, the ones that you know that you're going to take 2 years to even get to the point where you can touch. That's the ones I'm talking about. All right. Let's see here. Where are we at? I'm working a kitty adoption event tomorrow, says Wendy R. Where in Wendy R? Wendy? Where are you, Wendy? Samantha says we don't have kill shelters in Germany. Yeah, no, I mean, honestly, Samantha, you guys in a lot of, at least Western Europe, are doing okay, and we will get there with you guys very soon. Anyway, oh, that's right, you guys. I forgot. Did you know it was Black Friday? Did you? No, really, you didn't? It was Black Cat Friday. I don't know if you saw that. Can you bring up that picture? Because I just thought it was the greatest thing. My wife, Nina, put this one together, and I thought it was the sweetest little thing. Anyway, Black Friday came and went, but you guys all know that it goes throughout the weekend, and then there's Cyber Monday. But after Cyber Monday, these kinds of crazy deals go away. Look at that. What is this Black Friday you speak of? Because we thought, that's Penelope, by the way. She's now, I believe, 7 months old. We got her when she was a teeny tiny, very sick little kitten, and yeah. And anyway, Penelope thought that it was like a Black Cat Appreciation Day, and she was totally psyched. But no, Penelope, I'm very sorry. Black Friday was about sales, and it still is about sales. So I want to tell you what's going on. All right, here we go. Over on my website, it's very simple. Over on my website, jacksongalaxy.com, we are conducting a 25% off site-wide sale with free U.S. shipping. That's a ton, man. You sure we can do that? Anyway, that's Black Cat Friday sale going on. Ends tomorrow night, meaning Sunday night? Okay. So that's yeah, man. Go check it out. If you ever wanted a time to go and not only stock up on toys, but also your Jackson Galaxy Solutions, my flower essence remedy line. There's also all kinds of things. Beds. What was that? Oh, the info's down below in the description. But anyway, it's holiday shopping time, and you can't just be like me and give your family cat toys because you make them. You actually have to buy them. But this would be the time to do it when it's 25% off and free U.S. shipping. So there you have it. So what else? Let's do that. It might be time to take a call. So let's jump on. Who do we got? Who we got? Wait, where? Oh, Amrita? Amrita, who I believe was on the chat last week. I think that name sounds familiar to me. Um, well, let's talk to Amrita. Is she on? Amrita, are you here? What was that? Oh, you're just calling her now. Okay. Well, we will talk to Amrita. And by the way, you guys, you can as well come on and talk to Jackson, meaning me. Why did I just do that third person thing? Never done that before in my whole life. That means I need a sip of coffee, is what that means. And mm, if you were looking at this, take a look at this right here. This is my friends here, and they sent me, well, they gave this to me when I was in Brazil, and this little cat sits in this mug like that. And yeah, Mundo Gato down in Sao Paulo, Brazil. And they're doing fantastic work down there, saving cat lives. Mundo Gato. If you live in Brazil, well, at least if you live in Sao Paulo or the area around Sao Paulo, Mundo Gato is doing some amazing work. They really are. Anyway, I'm drinking out of their mug. Um, Jane is asking, how do we call? Basically, you have to get through the sentry at Discord. That would be Taylor. So just write on into Discord, and perhaps we will talk to you. Is Amrita around? Well, you know what, Amrita? Maybe not. Claudia in Portugal. I've never been to Portugal. I would love to go. And what else we got going on? Um, I was. Oh, Harvey is asking why I'm not on Facebook. You know what, Harvey? I'll tell you what. We're doing this all over the place. YouTube on days where I'm premiering a video, and we did Facebook last week, and that's why we're looking at Twitch. The Facebook. I gotta say, I was a little. Yeah, it's so random. I could jump on Facebook in the middle of the night and 1,000 people jump on. We do something here on a Saturday afternoon, a Saturday afternoon, and a lot less people. So it's weird how unpredictable it is. Also, I got to tell you, Facebook is just so less flexible in terms of the tech. For you guys being able to see the comments and being able to jump in real time and all that kind of thing. YouTube is better, but of course Twitch is better than that. So we're just trying to create the best experience possible for you. Friday's Child reminds me of the Seinfeld guy that talked in third person. Yeah, Jimmy. Jimmy doesn't do that. Yeah, yeah. If what's really funny is if you grew up in New York City, uh, you had to. It was almost like a rite of passage. You had to know every Seinfeld episode verbatim. Like you had to know every episode because uh, if there was any show that represented New York in a spot on way, and it wasn't just that, it was New Yorkers, and it was not only that, but it was like Seinfeld's family, and George's family and Lane's. I mean, it was just they lived in my neighborhood, the neighborhood I grew up in. That diner was like 20 blocks from my house. Like it was so much my life in that I was so happy when Seinfeld was on. Anyway, um, Pammy says, "What I miss? My computer crashed." Well, okay, let's rewind. No, I'm not gonna. Let's see here. Um, right. Oh, she's here. All right, let's try it. All right, we're here to talk to Amrita. How are you, Amrita?
Hi, Jackson. I have to
Hello.
say, I'm
Hi.
such a big fan of yours.
What was that?
I'm such a big fan of yours.
Well, thank you, Amrita. Taylor, do you have volume control? Okay, hold on, Amrita. We're trying to deal with volume here. Go ahead. Where are you from?
I'm from the south of India.
Yeah, I'm still. Amrita, are you? Do you have the phone up to your mouth? I just want to make sure you're not on speaker or something.
Yeah, I do know.
Okay, because I'm having a hard time hearing you. You're from the south. What?
Of India.
The south of India. Well, now you have every excuse in the
Yeah.
world for me not to hear you because you're calling from India. So
Yeah.
now, Amrita, I would assume since you're watching this stream that you either have cats or you love cats. Do you have cats?
I have four cats and two dogs.
Right on. And you said that a little
Yeah.
embarrassed, like you're afraid that we're all going to say you're a crazy cat lady. Don't forget, you're among friends here. Now,
That's
I have a
exactly what
thing.
I am, man.
What was that?
That's exactly what I am.
You know what though? Let's own that, Amrita. Let's own that. I'm a crazy cat
Yeah.
lady too. And as you can see here, I mean, I don't know where Mushka went. There she is. In my house, I we got you. We got you. We're at this moment. We're up to 8 cats and 3 dogs, a turtle. We're about to
Oh.
adopt a couple of chickens. So hey, just know you're among friends, Amrita. Um, now let me. You have a question. I have two. One is about. Oh, you have two questions. One is about one of my rescue babies I lost, and okay, and one is about one who is about my rescues who has PTSD. Okay, let's start with one is about one of your rescues that you lost. Um, Talk to me about that question.
Okay, so this I only want to ask because she died very suddenly from saddle thrombus, right?
Mm.
So I just want to know this for other people. How do you know that's even going to happen? Because they die very suddenly. And so I lost her when she was 4.
Now, what did you say that she died of?
Um, what is it? FAPE, I think.
Oh,
Feline APE.
FIP. Okay, she died of FIP. Okay, so when you say, so the question was, and by the way, I'm very, very sorry, and there is nothing as devastating as losing someone fast. And I've been through that. In fact, I lost one of my guys to FIP. This was years ago, and we knew so little about it back then that I lost him 3 days after the diagnosis, and so I know that it's really, really devastating.
This
Um,
is the same thing where the lower legs go paralyzed and everything, right?
it depends. Now that's the thing. I don't. FIP is more of a. It's
No,
just
FAPE.
FAPD, and that's.
E.
Will you do me a favor? And if you're anywhere near Discord, will you type that to Taylor, and so that I can figure out what you're saying? Because I don't hear you. But your question was about uh, what
No,
to.
just how can you look out for it? Because they say it starts from a blood clot in the heart, right?
Yeah.
And the
So
clot breaks off and
right.
gets stuck in her lower back. So that's what happened to her.
Yeah, which is it's sudden. But the thing is, as far as I know, I mean, when it comes to throwing a clot, well, I know humans who have died of that, and I mean, just like that. 1 second you're with us, and the next second you're not. It is one of those unfortunate things that we're getting messaging that the stream is frozen. Um, Sonia says Jackson is buffering. Hold on, Amrita, because we're just having. So, Conrad, what we're working? So that is the stream, you guys. I'm watching the stream on a big screen, so we're doing okay. But Conrad is right. Feline infectious peritonitis, but that is not what I think Amrita is talking about. I will talk to you guys about FIP at another moment here, but I think what Amrita is telling us about is just it's just a horrible thing where a blood clot breaks off. It goes through the heart and or a lung, and that's it.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly what I'm saying. That's
Yeah,
right.
it's horrible. It's horrible, and unfortunately, there's absolutely nothing that we can do about that as far as I know. If I mean, there's blood thinners, et cetera. If we know that a human or an animal has, has had problems in the past, but yeah, man, it's really, and I'm just like I said, I'm just sorry because there's nothing. Uh, how long did you say that it was before between the incident? Did your cat die on the spot there?
Like 10 hours, like literally 10 hours. She was paralyzed at 3 in the afternoon and died by 3 in the morning
I
or
am
something
so
like that.
sorry. I'm so sorry. How long ago was
Yeah.
that?
Say about 4 years ago, I think 3 years ago.
Wow, I'm really sorry. And now your other question, you said one is about you have a question about my rescues who has PTSD. Let's talk about that. So, who has
Yeah.
PTSD?
So basically, when I first got cats in like 2012, I started following your videos and all that, and I got into animal welfare then. So I fostered kittens and then dogs as well and all that. So this one was one of my failed fosters. So,
Wonderful.
so the first house she went to, she was a really small kitten, say about 8, 9 weeks old, and she saw her sibling being killed by an older male cat.
Okay.
So she's still very, very afraid of male cats.
Okay.
Um,
And how does
so
she how
I've
does
done
she
everything.
how does she how does she manifest that? What are the symptoms? So if she I assume you have male cats, right?
Yeah. So initially it was just bad. Like they would get into really bad fights. So I did the whole door reintroduction like maybe 4, 5 times over and over again till they were okay over weeks.
Mhm.
But she's still not. What do you say? She freaks the hell out every time a cat looks at her. But they can coexist. They can coexist. But I kind of watch her suffer every day. So
Yeah. Okay. Well, let me talk about a few things. Now, first of all, you guys, if just to follow up on what Amrita is saying, uh, PTSD in animals, we've talked about this before on this stream, from the medical community, they didn't even actually acknowledge that it existed until I would say it was like 7 years, 8 years ago. Crazy. Of course,
yeah,
any of us who have spent time around rescue animals have seen, unless that cat was born in your living room and you don't have control over it, a lot of these guys have gone through some horrible stuff. And of course, they're going to experience PTSD. So here's usually the way I recommend getting through post traumatic stress. Now, this said, Amrita, I, in my experience anyway, once your cats are all spayed and neutered, they're not putting off any kind of hormones whatsoever. Um,
yeah.
the idea that she would be triggered just by males is a little that's a little odd, you know? I mean, my thought is that either there was something else involved. Is it just one of your cats or is it just any of the males?
So I have three others, right? And the other one was a girl as well. So she's okay with the females, meaning she's not intimidated by them. She
Uh-huh.
may get a little overly territorial, but she doesn't get afraid. But with the males, she kind of, you can see her shrink down a little or snarls at them a little, or, it's genuine fear in her. So that's why I keep wondering, is it still related to that or is it?
Here's what I would like you to do, Amrita. Um, I, I and we can check back in because here's the thing and I'm talking to all of you rescuers out there, okay? This goes for all of you, and of course, the only reason I can say this is because I've been through it too many times. that because we're rescuers, because our hearts go out to these guys, and because we take them in, we give them the messaging that, hey, you're safe now, you're in my world, and I'm going to take care of you. But the thing is that we tend to we live through that PTSD
Coming
with
with a
them.
prejudice, sort of.
Say that one more time.
I said, do we kind of come in with a prejudice already? Like,
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that I think we tend to look. Here's a perfect example. So Pasha, the dog who was here with me on the stream last week, Pasha has been through some horrible things in his life, and because of that, subconsciously, I love him harder than I love anybody in my house. I hold him. I have
right, I know what you mean.
slept with my head in his crate during 4th of July. Like but because of what he went through. So here's what I want you to do, just as an exercise, okay? I want you to do your
Yeah.
best to forget everything you know. Forget her story, forget all of it, and just start journaling the facts of the interactions that you see. Do it like, I
Yeah.
observe this. I am observing this motion in the tail. I am observing when this particular cat walks in the room, she does this. Not knowing male,
Right.
female, not knowing her story, nothing. Reduce yourself to me, meaning if I were to come in your house and I knew nothing, and this is what I would do because
Mm-hmm.
I'm just a detective. I have no emotional stake in what's going on in your house. So I'd love.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's really hard. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna lie to you. You removing yourself from your own story is really hard. But
No, I
if you
actually get what you're saying because I had to do that with one of my other rescues. So basically, in India, the animals are not treated really well here, and there's not much awareness about cats. So one of my cats was thrown off a terrace, um, and with her rehabilitation, I did what you said. I said, okay, you know what? Stop treating her like anything happened, and I gave her that space, and her mojo sort of went up after that.
hmm. Wait, what was that last thing that you just said? You said that last sentence that you said.
Her mojo went up.
Then I'm sorry. I'm still having. Taylor, are you hearing it? Okay, I'm so sorry. Every now and again, you just sort of drop out. But anyway, I mean, it sounds like you're really pretty educated on all this, and it's just that I have a hard time thinking that it's a male thing. So my gut tells me that you might be missing something else that's triggering her. So that's just totally gut, as I've been telling everybody, because I'm not in your house. Um, there's no
Yeah.
way I would know this, but it's just from my experience. I think there might be something smaller that you might be missing. And my thought is, if you try to forget her story and just go totally technical, that you're going to notice a pattern that you might not have noticed before. There's a clue that's waiting for you.
Yeah.
That's my thought. So anyway, Amrita, unfortunately, I got to move forward. But it was great talking to you, and much love to your guys in Southern India. And keep watching here. I
Thank
want to
you,
hear. I want to hear what
Jackson.
happens. All right, keep us up to date over on Discord. Okay.
I will. I will.
Okay. Take care,
Okay,
Amrita.
love and light. All right.
Bye bye. All righty. Well, that was fun. That was fun. Her mojo went up. Thank you, Brooke. That's what she said. Okay, cool. Well, I hope that you guys were able to hear Amrita better than me. I think I got to bring in some other headphones or something. Or she's in India, says Taylor. Okay. Wow, you guys are having a whole conversation here. Okay, somebody say. Okay, are we talking crap about somebody on this feed? We don't do that on this feed. So I don't know what's going on. Listen, I missed it, and during my break, I think I'll rewind and see what the hell's going on here. But let me tell you something. Here's what we do here, okay? When it comes to educating people, we do it like this. We talk, we ask questions, we say I understand, that kind of thing. I can promise you one thing, and I don't know what the hell's going on, but and I may be wrong. Yeah, no, you guys, I know the Amrita, we were having a little bit of, but anyway, all I'm saying is that if someone says something on this feed that you don't agree with, or God forbid we get a troll on here that we have to kick off, just remember, nobody has ever learned anything while they're being yelled at. So let's just remember that. And I could be wrong because everything I'm seeing here is you guys, and you look lovely and loving. No negative comments, says Takaho. I don't see anything bad. I don't know. Somebody just said I'm tired of seeing people saying bad things about this woman, so I'm jumping off the feed. And that might have been one person who Jackson just got a little overly something. Okay, so Hugs 2003. Hi, Jackson. Would you pretty please give a shout out and say hello to my mama, Leslie? It would make her year. Hi, Leslie. Hi, Leslie. I hope you're okay, Leslie. I hope life is treating you well. Love here. Mwah. There you go. No negative Nelly, says Friday's Child. Good. You know, I'm sorry I overreacted, man. I get scared. Because I just want everybody to, can't we all just get along? It's not to say that I don't get angry. And we might get into that later. Anyway, you know what, you guys? I want to take 2 minutes, just a quick bathroom break. And, oh, it's video time? What time is it? Right this second? My body knew. Okay, you guys, we're going over to Videoland. Please don't leave us. I want you to come back and talk to me a little bit longer. But in the meantime, my video is premiering. Link in the chat, link in the description. Head on over. Watch this video. I will be back after the video, but it is right now. Go ahead and figure out why you're doing Christmas all wrong. All right, we'll talk to you in a minute. Happy Catterday. Welcome back, you guys. Hopefully, you guys just checked out about Christmas. Now, listen, we're going to put this note on the video itself because God knows I'm not going to be able to cover every base in that video, but I do want to give you some safety notes. Number one is when it comes to, at one point I said, hey, if you want to replicate having a real tree instead of a fake tree, burn some pine incense or a pine scented candle in the corner someplace. If you're going to do that, make sure that your candles are far out of the reach of your cats, mounted in a sconce on the wall, hang it from the ceiling. Don't leave candles burning when you're not in the room, all that. The second point I wanted to make was about the wires themselves that hold your electric, your LED lights or whatever. Cats will chew those things. So please make sure that you either put, now what you can do with cords that run from the tree into the wall, there's PVC tubing you can pick up pretty much anywhere, any Home Depot, that you can cut to size and just run all of your cords through that. There's no cat in the world that can bite through that tubing and get to the wires. I have seen animals get electrocuted before. I've seen the results. It's not fun. So please make sure that you're taking care. And also, we're trying to keep your cats away from the tree in the first place so that they don't chew on wires. But you can also use what's called bitter apple and spray those wires with bitter apple or any other foul-tasting thing so that your cats just don't chew on those wires, okay? And also, you turn off your tree when nobody's home. You turn off, just common sense stuff, you guys. But I'm going to put that in the comments of the video as soon as we get off here so that you see that as well. And, of course, any comments that you have. So what else we got going on, man? If you guys already watched the video, what do you have to say about Christmas trees? And Epi, that's what I'm saying. There is no such thing as a safe candle because it's fire. So you keep it far away from the cats. And that's right. So Mac is saying orange peel works. And Mac, I said that in the video, that you can take a little a baggie and poke holes in the baggie. Take lemon zests, orange, grapefruit, zest the fruit, and hang it like a little ornament on the lower branches of the tree, and that way you're creating a little bit of an adverse smell for your cats. People ask me what I'm talking about with the automated air puffer thing I talk about, and you guys have probably seen it on my show as well. There are a couple of different brands that do the same thing. The one I've used over the years is called Scat. That's SSS Cat. There's another one called Keep Away, I believe. And all it is a little can of compressed air. It's got an electric eye to it where you set the radius of it, and when a cat walks by it, or anybody else for that matter, it'll just puff some air and it'll have a sound. So it'll go beep, psh, right? It's air. It's no big deal. But it sends a message to your cat that, there's probably better places for you to be than this tree. And it's a training device. You really won't need it there for months on end. But as long as it's there consistently, that way you're not just shooing your cats away from the tree. Because let's face facts, you shooing your cats from the tree, you shooing your cats off the counter when they're on the kitchen counter and you don't want them to be there, all they're going to learn, you guys, is that they shouldn't be there when you're there. That's all they're going to learn. So you want something that's going to be there 24/7, and those little puffy air canisters have always worked for me. Another thing that works is double-sided sticky tape, which you can put around the tree. You can use mats around the tree. You can actually do it on the tree skirt itself, as long as the skirt comes out past the radius of the tree. That way they step on it. They're like, ew, that's gross. And then there was the Catmas tree. And if you guys noticed, I don't know if you noticed, that I called out one of you guys from the stream last week where they talked about their Catmas tree. I had to talk about it. Like, I literally, after this video was edited, went back in with a little selfie and my cat Caroline in the background there, and me looking all scruffy because I just woke up, and I threw that in there. Anyway, let's see. What else are we talking about? Jane says Discord is not user friendly. I don't know. There's a YouTube video on. Yeah, once we're off here. Let's see, what else? And that's true. That Susan Haywood says they think it's a game when you shoo them. Totally. It's like you guys, when the cat wakes you up in the middle of the night and you either shoo them or chuck a pillow or say their name, or God forbid you get up and play with them or feed them. All they know is it's a good time. This is a good time, So let's see. We're all talking about candles. We're talking about the Catmas tree. Faith is talking about essential oils. Please don't put essential oils anywhere near your cat. Anywhere near your cat. Cat's skin cannot absorb essential oils. It is toxic to them. So also, I've talked about this before. The ASPCA, and I don't know, Taylor, if you can find this page for me, but ASPCA poisonous plants. Just Google ASPCA poisonous plants, and they have the comprehensive list of all things that are toxic to cats and dogs. And as we're saying here, poinsettias top that list, man. No poinsettias. Easter time, we all know lilies. You can't have them. Garland, you can't have the whatever that's called that the garlands are made out of. None of it. You can't, because you will wind up in the emergency room with your cat. What else we got? There it is. ASPCA poisonous plants. This list, as far as I know, is the most comprehensive list on the planet when it comes to what to keep away from your cats and dogs. And they even break it down to things that are fatal and things that'll cause minor reactions and whatever. It's an amazing list, something to pass on to your friends and family when it comes to the holidays, for sure. Yeah, I mean, mistletoe is also poisonous. I mean, it really, things that you really wouldn't think about. But, just as much as I'm talking about prepping your Christmas tree, prep the rest of your house when it comes to this. What else are we talking about? Can you move that over so I can see the stream? There we go. Let's see. Yeah, Joe says I spray citrus spray. It works as a strong no. Absolutely. We're talking about um, mistletoe and poinsettia. A chili plant. Ooh. Tinsel. Yeah. See, you guys, this is why you're here. Because you are telling me things that I forgot to say in my video. And just so you know that, man, my video is a place for you to start, not the final word on anything. And that goes for every video that I've ever put out, every book I've ever written, every episode of my show, and every video that we've done here. There's no way that I could ever be fully comprehensive. And that's why we have the Google, because we go on the Google, we look for 3 or 4 people who say the exact same thing. And we weigh that against, it's due diligence. So, and Susan is saying, what about incense sticks? Again, it's a version of fire. So keep it away from the cats. Just put it in a place where they can't get to it and monitor it. What else? Also, and I said this last time, I'm finding out because one of my cats, Caroline, has turned up to be highly allergic to certain grasses and certain plants. We found that out by going to an allergist because she had, terrible lesions that were forming because she was scratching so hard. She was grooming her belly. And as I tell you guys to do, the first thing that you do is go to the doctor and make sure that this isn't a physical thing. And then you can figure out, is this behavioral? And sure enough, it was intense allergies. So on top of all the things that the ASPCA is talking about, there's also what your cat might be allergic to. So Epi says, Seamus the cat says hello. Hello, Seamus. So let me tell you guys a few things. Number 1, don't forget the Black Friday sale is going on this weekend over at jacksongalaxy.com. Ends tomorrow night, 25% off the entire site. Plus, if you live in the U.S., free shipping as well. So head on over there, man, because whether it's toys, beds, dishes, nail trimmers, God, what else? There's so much stuff. And of course, the thing I'm most proud of in the whole wide world, which is Jackson Galaxy Solutions. I have been making them / selling them since the year 2000. 20 years. We're about to celebrate our 20-year anniversary. It actually was in existence as Spirit Essences beginning in 1995, where my good friend Dr. Jean Hovey invented this line of flower essences for animals. I came in and partnered with her, then took over, and 20 years of selling these, and it was a blessing in my life, and I hope it becomes a blessing in your life as well. Now, what I was going to tell you guys is, hey, Syrian, I wish I could pronounce your name, Syrian, got a litter genie. I still can't believe people don't know what litter genies are. It's beyond my comprehension. It's one of those things where I just assume, Taylor, you are failing at adding links. Someone is calling you out, Taylor. Are you going to take that? Jack Garcia says you are failing at adding links. I don't even know what that means.
I just added I added the solutions.
Oh, you're really upsetting him, Jack.
I added the solutions.
You really hit a nerve there, Jack. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm only going to be around here for another couple of minutes, okay? So before you get mad at me, because I'm leaving, I'm going to head over to Twitch. I'm going to go try this out because 50 of you guys have already signed up for Twitch. And I just want to see what it's like over there. So I'm giving you fair warning to, while we're watching this, to maybe download Twitch.
No, don't need to download. Don't just go to Twitch.
Twitch.com? Or is it?
Twitch.com.
Okay, we're putting up a link. Don't fail. Don't Taylor will give you the details in a second, but go to Twitch, and I think we're in about 10 or 15 minutes. We're going to head over there. Uh, yeah, yeah, and and you mean on Twitch or here? Yeah, I'll take a call. And so yeah, Nico is over. She's one of the 50, and at Twitch, by the way, Maji Marji is it's another streaming platform, and we here happen to think that it's a much friendlier platform. It's got less of the really restrictive elements that YouTube and Facebook have, and even IGTV or whatever we got. Twitch apparently is the place to be. And Jack is really calling you out, man. He's like, you failed again. Man, you and Jack
The
Garcia.
links are just not good enough.
Look at Jack, man. What's going on? All right, I'm gonna not egg him on. See, this is what we're talking about shooing. I'm not gonna shoo Jack Garcia away. Um, Donna Cousineau says she can't wait to see me again at the Wilbur Theater. I can't wait to see you, Donna. I am so excited. By the way, yes, I'm sorry, ADD, but I am doing a mini tour of the East Coast. No, that's not the East Coast. Well, it's all over the place. I'm going to be outside of Chicago, outside of New York, and in Boston coming up in January. So I want to see you guys out there because anybody who has, like Donna Cousineau, who saw Total Cat Mojo live last year, knows how much fun it can be, and it can be a lot of fun. So anyway, Twitch, we're back to Twitch. Basically, my goal is to do a lot more streaming on Twitch because it's just more friendly. I have just as little experience with Twitch as you guys do. I've been on and I've browsed around, and it's a really interesting ecosystem. But I want to be a part of it. I want you guys to be a part of it. So there you go. So I'd like you to try. And let's see here. I know that we're talking a little bit. Do you want me to take a call?
Yeah.
Who do we got?
We've got
Alan. All right. So hold on, you guys. I'm bringing Alan on board, and we're going to take another call today and see what Alan is all about. Is he on? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on. Yeah, hello.
Ready to go? All
Yep.
right.
Yep.
What's up, Alan?
Hello, you alright?
How are you today?
Yeah, I'm quite good. I wasn't expecting to get on one of these live streams, to be honest.
You see when you least expect it. Welcome. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from England.
Well, I figured that much.
Yeah, the accent, you can tell.
Oh yeah, where in England?
I'm actually calling from the southwest, so it's really, really cold around here at the moment.
I was gonna say. So what do you got to say to me today, Alan? What do we got going on?
So I unfortunately actually suffer from a type of autism.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually recently got myself a cat because I've seen how often they actually help people with autism like myself.
Yeah.
And one of the things I was wondering is what's actually your view on when it comes to using things like cats, dogs, and other animals when it comes to dealing with people like myself?
Yeah. Well, I got to tell you, I mean, I do have firsthand experience with it. My wife's nephew is also on the spectrum, and I have seen amazing things with him in different ways. But the bond that I've seen between animals and people on the spectrum has been remarkable. Really remarkable, and it makes sense to me. Also, I mean, in the world, in the world where, quote unquote, where people who are not on the spectrum have so much trouble understanding cats, it seems to me that those who wherever they are on that spectrum, they get it. They get cats more, and because they do, the cats get them more. So the bond. Again, I would be the worst person in the world to try to explain it, but I think it's an amazing
you're
thing.
definitely not wrong. My cat, I've only had her for about 2 months, and so far she literally follows me everywhere. If I go to the bathroom, she'll follow me to the bathroom. If I
Right.
go to the kitchen, she follows me to the kitchen, and
Yeah.
yeah, we've become really close as well.
And that's what I was going to ask you. I mean, in terms of your relationship to, what's her name, by the way?
Shadow.
Shadow. So, in terms of your relationship with Shadow, Um, it talk to me about, just tell me about it. Tell me about what you notice, or what it is that you get from your relationship with her that might be different from human relationships that you have.
Well, initially, when I actually went to go view all the cats, there was a few of them that were quite shy, and sometimes because of my autism, sometimes I can be a bit held back myself. So I was
Mm-hmm.
able to relate more with those cats. So when I actually went and picked them up, and I found out that once you get to know them, they are full of energy and stuff like that. Just like myself, once I get to know someone, I'm bouncing around and full of energy,
Right, right.
and I found it easier to relate to a cat who actually was kind of stressed in the same kind of way I was, gets jumped quite easily because I'm one of those people. If someone accidentally slams the door, I jump half a mile.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
Right.
I found it easier because sometimes I find some people might overthink what we try to say to other people sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Like if
Mm-hmm.
I go up to somebody and I complain about something, they might overthink it and try to link it with other things that has nothing to do with it.
Right.
Compared to a cat, which I know she's not gonna like talk back to me. It'd be a bit weird if she did.
Yeah.
Um, but I like the fact that I know that she loves me back as much as I love her.
Right. And I would also, I mean, and this is just from what I've noticed as well, that for instance, from what I've noticed with folks that I know who have Asperger's, that
Yeah,
it's
that's what I
about,
got.
oh, okay, so it's really about social cues, right? It's about
Yeah,
what
yeah.
humans put out, but with cats, my experience also, even not having Asperger's, is that I don't have to second guess what it is that's coming from them. It's a
Mm,
pure sort of relationship. And yeah, human cues can for anybody can be confusing and
yeah,
social. And so I imagine that what you're experiencing with Shadow must be a special thing. And by the way, are you thinking about adding another cat to your life?
well, once I get a bigger place, because I'm currently living in a flat at the moment. So once I got a bigger place, then yeah, I'm planning to definitely get one or two more cats.
Right on, right on. And just to answer your question, I really believe that bringing an animal into the life of especially children
Mm,
with autism, I think is so. Now obviously you have to be. This is a person by person thing. The spectrum itself is such a tricky place,
yeah,
and there are some kids who act out, and you have to be very
yeah,
careful. But that said, I have seen breakthroughs personally, not just with my wife's nephew, but with many children. It is stunning. It is stunning,
mm,
and I would encourage anyone who's got a child on the spectrum to
yeah,
consider adopting a cat or a dog, and bring them into your kid's life because
yeah.
you'll see things that you didn't think possible. So yeah, Alan, I appreciate you bringing up that topic because I think
Mm.
it's really crucial, and I hope you spread that word
I'm
because
one of those people. I try to spread it as much as possible because, to all my sins, I am more of a dog person, but
yeah,
I still love cats just as much. I really
right,
do.
right, well, and cool. I mean, and that's the thing, man. I mean, as we see my dog in the background, oh, there
Yeah.
she is. She's right there. Let's see, there she is. I can't imagine why people want to go cat person, dog person. It doesn't
Yeah,
make any sense, right?
exactly.
It's the energy, and the energy that comes
Yeah.
off of animals is, man, it's the best thing in the world.
Mm.
So anyway, Alan, thank you so much for telling us about that. And you guys, I want to hear about your experience. If you have a friend or family who is dealing with autism and they have animals in their lives. Anyway, Alan, so much. Thank you. And
Yeah, thank you.
hang in there through the Southwest winter over there because I'm sure it's a lot
Yeah,
worse than Los
it's gonna
Angeles.
take a lot. It's gonna take a lot.
All right, man. Take care of yourself.
All right, take care.
Bye bye. That's so great, man. And I really, I can't. I'm telling you, and it's again the spectrum itself, as I learn about it, is such a vast place. And I know folks that are on the spectrum and this much, all the way to those who are nonverbal and really need a lot of help navigating the world. And I'm telling you, the role of animals in their lives, it's not everybody. Just like you can't say every human needs an animal, although I would say that. But yeah, and as Lacey is saying, animals also in your life when it comes to PTSD. We did an episode of My Cat last season, or the last season of the show, where I went into a gentleman's home who had severe PTSD from his time in the military, and his relationship with his cat was one of the most special things I've ever seen. We're talking about a cat who wakes up his person when that person is having a nightmare. Because I know what this looks like. It looks like you're suffering, and I need to wake you up and then lie with you and cuddle with you. Because even though you're a grown man, and you would think that, oh, grown men, I'm telling you, PTSD is a tricky and insidious thing. And this guy credits his survival to his cat, his survival, his ability to beat addiction and to operate in the real world to a cat. Think about that for a second. It's really amazing. Jennifer says, I have a brother. He's on the spectrum. We have a crazy cat named Sunny. My brother loves him, and my cat loves him too. They're basically inseparable. Morgan saw the episode. Really, it was beautiful, wasn't it? It was really one of those moments in making My Cat where I remember while making it going, this one's special. I mean, we're talking about, God, I think in the time span, if you think about Cats from Heaven and Hell in the span of our history, I would say we're in the neighborhood of 250 different homes that we've been to, and there's just a few that you go, yeah, this is going to affect me for life, and that home was one of those. Linguaphile says that Temple Grandin talks about her life with autism and does research, and her first book is Animals in Translation. Yeah, Temple is one of those people as well. Yeah, there's a lot that you guys could learn about the relationship between those on the spectrum and animals. It's unbelievable. But it makes sense to me, and I just don't want to sound in any way patronizing. I'm just saying this is what I've observed over the years, is that those, and I don't want to overly generalize too, those that I have known on the spectrum really struggle with the world of human communication and all the intricacies of social cues beyond Asperger's. It they are operating on not a better or worse, but a different place, and animals vibe with that place, and they vibe with the animal place. It cuts through all the noise. That's one of the things I've noticed about autism is that, again, please know that I am not throwing a blanket over the entire spectrum. Please know that. But there's a certain amount of static noise in the human world, and we're just used to cutting through it to get to the truth of a situation. Those with autism don't cut through that nonsense. Animals don't. When people ask me what I love about animals that I don't love about humans, is I say I've never heard an animal make an excuse. I've never heard an animal say, yeah, but, that kind of thing. And it's one of the reasons I just appreciate animals, and I just think that's part of that relationship. Anyway, there we go. And here's another one. Kimberly Henshaw says, I think these can apply to people in the early stages of Alzheimer's and dementia. Perfect. You guys you're getting it. You're getting where I'm at. Avoidant personality, depression, PTSD, anxiety, physical health problems that keep towering too. My cats have been very important to keeping me grounded, says Sinister Aries. Exactly. I just think you guys are on it. You guys are on it. This is great. Yeah, Johanna says it very. See, there you go. Johanna says it. Animals are honest. I am writing that down Johanna Purdy. That is our takeaway from the day. Animals are honest. Woo, Johanna. Woo, Johanna Purdy. That is the quote. I am going to take that and run with it, man. Isn't that amazing? Amazing. Straightforward says, love crosses all bounds. Thank you, Rachel and MJ, for your kind words. Animals are honest. Woo. Anyway, you guys. So where are we at here? Are we just about ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what we're doing, you guys. Because I'm also going to lose my voice at a certain point. So I'm going to be heading over to Twitch. That's what we're doing. I'm going to do a quick Twitch. Is there something you call it? Like I'm twitching? No, there's not. Oh my God. Taylor just looked at me like I'm an old man. You know what, buddy?
I hope you're not twitching.
I'm not, okay, so anyhow, let's do it. So here's a couple of reminders, okay, before I leave you guys. Number one, please go check out my my Black Friday sale, which is going on my website. Of course, you know that's a great way to support me and my gang here so that we can keep making things for you. And also, they're good for your cats. Everything I sell on my website is either designed by me, endorsed by me, or I think it's kick-ass. And that's why I'm selling it. And it's going to make your cats happy. And it's also a way to make the people on your holiday list happy and their cats as well. So go to jacksongalaxy.com. Over at the store, 25% off the entire site this weekend, ending tomorrow night, and free shipping anywhere in the U.S. Okay? So there's that. There is the fact that I would love to see you guys give in your videos. I would love to see videos of your cats around the holidays. I would love to see, I'm trying to put together a video for the end of the year where you guys give me videos of your favorite moments that you captured over the year of your animal family and your human family. You know, anything that you think is like, I'm going to look back at this clip 10 years from now and go, that's amazing. I want to see those. So go to jacksongalaxy.com/submit. You see that link that Taylor just threw up there. And yeah, Jack Garcia, you see that link right there? That's a link. Anyway, you go ahead there and show us what you got. And Linguophile, you see what I just said? I'm right there. I'm ahead of you. Anyway, there was that. Also over on Discord, and you see the link for that in the description of the video. Discord is the place where we can go and have a continuing conversation about things that maybe I talk about on our next stream. Also, you can volunteer there to be a transcriptionist for our videos and put up your pictures, that we can see. Also there you can find out during our streams, we can get you on just like we just did with Alan. So there's that. Now, in terms of our next stream, you're going to have to just subscribe to YouTube, subscribe to Facebook, Instagram. And Twitch. I'm going to be pretty sneaky. We're definitely going to be doing regular streams, but I'm going to be doing some irregular streams as well. And we're going to be doing giveaways coming up and all kinds of fun stuff. So please make sure that you subscribe. And of course, also, if you sign up for the mailing list, it's the easiest way to know when things are going to happen. Okay, that's all I got for you guys. I'm going to head over to Twitch right now. I'm saying it again, heading over to Twitch. If you want to continue this conversation, that's where you go. And let's see if this is going to work. All right, yeah. Oh, right. I'm going to take about a 10-15 minute break because I got to figure out this world, man. I'm telling you, I don't know anything. So meet me over at Twitch. Happy Catterday to you guys. I hope you're having a beautiful Thanksgiving holiday weekend. I hope that you guys are all going to get off this stream, either go to Twitch or at least go to your animal family and give them a huge smooch. All right. I love you guys. Light, love, mojo to you. We will see you very soon live from the Cat Cave.